go for the big all-in.
This is what it's come down to. Biggest final table in 6 players' careers. WPT World Championship main event.
All in.
All in.
And here we see that decision I was just talking about. So now in the cutoff, he's thinking, okay, if I min raise and I face an all in,
Fold.
I'm not really getting like weaker hands. I'm not inducing the way that I want to induce. I'm not getting weaker hands to play the hand against me. I'm just inviting a jam and then folding out pretty strong one. Here he gets ace-7 offsuit to just fold, no resistance in the big blind, which seems like a very good decision on both players' parts, basically. That's just that's the type of interesting spot that the chip leader has when they're playing with a bunch of short stacks here.
Water, please. Wow.
But we did a bunch.
Players staying hydrated. JC currently nursing the short stack, but he knows how to do exactly that. Was ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving all day on, well, late hours of Sunday evening, early hours of Monday morning. I want to say him and Frank were down to sub 5 big blinds at one point, 9-handed.
I'll take a water, please. Can I get a water, please?
Just absolutely insane. For anyone that hasn't watched that final table of 9 get down to this final table of 6, I highly recommend checking out the final 7 hours of that stream. Say the final 7 hours. Go and watch the entire 18-hour stream if you want to, but you know, it may take you a couple of days.
Yeah. Just keep going over there. That'd be great. Oh, yeah. Just keep them going.
Elliot here kind of treading lightly, calling in the hijack. Again, just kind of recognizing that his hand is pretty strong, good enough to call, and he's got the chips to call.
No, thank you. Just the bottom.
6 is into the mark for Frank. Colton unable to defend his big blind, so again, first v second in chips, going to play a hand post flop. He's still with the best of it on the 6-3 deuce mono.
And generally here, I mean, while I say Benny's going to want to err on the side of caution, that doesn't necessarily mean sacrificing the pot. It just means playing these kind of out-of-position situations against the chip leader with a lot of pot control, a lot of checking. He doesn't have to check fold here, although I would say it's quite likely the way it's about to go down.
4 million in the middle. Elliot firing out a bet of 2.9 once checked to. And Benny just king high, no hearts in hand. So he wants to proceed. Yes, this feels like a really awkward spot to try and get this king queen to showdown, Kevin, and yeah, king high into the mark. Elliot back up to 160 million in chips.
WPT Global is giving away $50 if you go sign up for an account right now and put $1 in there. Go to WPTglobal.com, use the code POPPY, and put at least $1 in your account. Anybody got $1 around, you can find $1 in the couch. Put $1 in your account, and they'll give you a $50 bonus. Most sites don't really give you anything these days. So, but yeah, for free, go sign up, use the code POPPY, and get $50.
How does this one play out now with the Frank double? So Frank up to 35 million, Benny on 60 million, Elliot playing 159.7 million. We just saw Colton fold out of the big blind. He's now down to sub 10 million, which is less than 7 big blinds.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to see now that Frank is in a comfortable position to move his way into the, you know, 3rd and 4th place type positions without much without any addition to his stack. You're very often just going to see Elliot has already opened the pot and Frank is folding. Or you're going to see that one scenario where Frank's dealt in under the gun and he's got to worry, oh, I'm opening into the chip leader if I play this hand. And he's probably just going to open fold a whole lot of hands. So I don't think we're going to see too much of Frank going post-flop unless he starts getting hit with the deck.
WPT ambassador Andrew Nemi in the chat saying that Frank shouldn't have folded the sixes because he would have flopped top set. You're right, Andrew. Shout out to all the WPT ambassadors for all the giveaways held for this event.
In a close spot here, this is a blind versus blind confrontation. 10 million, certainly a lot of chips, but Benny understands that with a big blind ante out there, what is that, about 6.5 big blinds all in, blind versus blind, this Jack-9 could be good, or at least good enough to be worth calling.
Yeah, he says good luck, so cards on their backs. Third all-in of this final table. It's another 60-40. Colton looking to convert the same way that Frank Funaro did just moments ago to get back up to 15 bigs. Benny loses this, by the way. It's going to be down to less than 30 big blinds. And well, King, 7, Trey. Running spades for Benny, an option, as well as running straight cards. Colton could turn him dead. Ace of hearts, ace of clubs turn. Never easy, Kevin. Benny picking up a lot of outs on that 6 of spades turn. Jack, 9 or a spade needed for Benny to convert. It's a ladder 300k. Colton just looking to hold here. And he doesn't. 10 of spades on the river. And we lose
So much money.
Colton Blomberg in 6th place. I tell you what, Kevin. It's going to sting for a while, but after the dust has settled, it's going to look back on this with fond memories. Best live cash before this event was $41,000. Came here at the Win earlier on this year. Little 25x on that career best, locking himself up just north of $1 million for his efforts here, the WPT World Championship. One ladder, 5 left. Elliot out in front with
honestly, there's
half
no
the
one
chips in
else
play.
Benny's an awesome competitor and a friend. Man, I wish him the best of luck. You know, I think we have a really friendly table here, and it was really just a privilege to get to play on this level
I'm trying to stay low.
of a poker tournament.
Colton just wishing well wishes to the remaining 5.
What were your expectations beyond 6th place? You know, coming in with
Everyone now guaranteed 1.3
Honestly, I had
million.
expectations to win. There is no doubt in my mind I could put that performance together. It's a bit unlucky that the cards didn't fall my way this time, but that's all right. I'll be back.
See Colton in the back.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pretty nice looking hoodie Colton's got on there.
It's a strong hoodie. Yeah.
Looks familiar.
Not sure where I recognize that hoodie from, but strong showing from Colton Blomberg.
People speak in text.
He's got a lot of heart.
From the live stream.
Loves the game.
We're giving away $50. It's very simple. Here's how. Step 1, go to WPTglobal.com. Step 2, sign up using bonus code YT77. Step 3, deposit at least $1. And you better act quickly because we're only giving away $50 to 100 people.
We're back. First departure. Colton Blomberg out in 6th. Everyone now guaranteed $1.3 million for their efforts. That always feels good, right? That first ladder, you've had a day off. You know you're guaranteed the million. But to get that first ladder of the day, take some of the pressure off these guys.
And Adam here, we've seen Adam make a couple of tight folds already at this final table. I do not think he's going to release a hand of this quality so quickly. Especially, like you just said, after after realizing a ladder, you're definitely going to feel a little bit better about entering the pot. And really, he's with about 12 big blinds here. He's really just got this one move.
So he does announce himself. Blinds going to get out of the way, and action back on Frank. It's the swift fold with the ace-10, so big pickup for Adam, uncontested. He's getting the jam through, back up to around 15 big blinds now.
Going all in, he didn't raise. Oh, that's screwed with that. Adam,
Pretty quick fold given the price. I do like the fold that Frank made there. But I think a lot of players, perhaps players less experienced with the high pressure short stack strategy, heavy ICM pressure, and Frank definitely recognizing that that's not a simple chip calculation spot where it's like, oh, 12 bigs, I'm just priced in with my good hand and let's run it. So he finds a good fold there. Now JC first in, picking up a huge hand. I don't know if we're going to see him choose something other than all in. He does have the option. But he does just rip. Some players like to choose to leave a few chips behind, just in case there's like multiple all-ins ahead.
11.
And for what looks like about 6 or 7 big blinds, I think Elliot's just going to have the decision: do I want to call or do I want to isolate and go all in myself?
An all-in from Elliot.
Elliot waking up with the 9s. This is going to be a repeat of Sunday night's final table where the short stacks just keep on waking up with hands. JC getting it in, a 4-1 favorite to double up to over 15 bigs. I hope you're locked in, Kevin, because I've got a funny feeling the way this final table started out, we may be here for quite some time to get us down to our champion. 5 to come, potential 300k ladder should Elliot convert the 19% equity. Oh, Jack 10-4, 2 diamonds.
Oh no.
It's fair enough.
King of diamonds?
I'll take the king of diamonds, whatever. Let's do it.
JC saying he'll take the king of diamonds, whatever, just do it, okay. Well, from 2 to 13 outs at the turn of a card, would you believe, Kevin? Is Elliot about to convert this 30%? Going to the river. One card to come. 307k difference between 5th and 4th.
Black.
JC asking for a black 4. The river is a black 4. Talk about calling your shot.
I said black 4.
You did indeed, mate.
It's a bad turn.
Yeah, you guys got
He
greedy.
almost can't believe it.
He's like a
Real greedy.
7. Off 7.
Real greedy.
You call for the 4 spades?
I said 4, black 4.
WPT Global is giving away $50 if you go sign up for an account right now and put $1 in there. Go to WPTglobal.com, use the code POPPY, and put at least $1 in your account. Anybody got $1 around, you can find $1 in the couch. Put $1 in your account, and they'll give you a $50 bonus. Most sites don't really give you anything these days. So, but yeah, for free, go sign up, use the code POPPY, and get $50.
Black 4 for
Yeah, well, I actually have like a regular water too.
potentially 7
thank you
figures
so
in
much.
equity.
Oh, what a grab.
I'll allow it. JC Moses' best live cash, $346,550.
And that was interesting from Benny just now. I am almost wondering if he picked up something on one of the players behind, because he he just open folded the cutoff with ace-4 suited, and he has not exactly been playing tight hand selection from what we've seen. Even with the chip leader on his left, he's been happy to open pots. And ace-4 suited in the cutoff there, a stronger hand than some of the stuff we've seen him open. But now we see a button open, a small blind rejam, and for sure we're going to be seeing another all-in here.
And a snap call from Elliott with the min open in juice on the button. Frank doing nothing wrong, coming over the top, out of the small. Knows just how wide Elliott's going to be opening on the button. Just so happens that Frank's run into top of range. Kings again for our chip leader.
29 million. He's all in for 29 million.
This would really shake things up if Frank finds the double here. 60 million chips in the middle. Be up to just shy of 40 big blinds.
Deuce, Jack, 6. Jack, 6, deuce on the flop.
Good news again, Kevin, is Frank can't be dead on the turn.
Deuce flop. Turn card. Is a king. Now a queen would be a straight.
It's like he knew.
Frank going from 3 immediate outs to 4.
Picked up 1.
Needs a queen to stay alive. Whereas we are down to our final 4 players in the WPT World Championship. Jack of clubs on the river seals Frank Funaro's fate. Cashing for $1.3 million, taking his total live earnings to over $2 million now. And I got a funny feeling, Kevin, we're going to be seeing a lot more of that young man on our screens in the following months. Seems to just be out there grinding very consistently.
I don't know what I got.
5th place finish.
22.
Again, gonna sting, but got that ladder, 300k richer. Those of you watching at home that may be looking to qualify for a WPT event like this World Championship can sign up for Club WPT. Use the bonus code CHAMPSTREAM to get yourself a free 2-week trial
21
and
total?
a free entry
22 total?
into our next
Okay.
WPT main tour qualifier. US players are welcome.
26.
There's no purchase necessary, so you can visit clubwpt.com for details. And again, bonus code CHAMPSTREAM. Get into that main tour free roll.
Wow.
You had 3 high beat?
I had a good hand.
Elliott was giving that hand just now very serious consideration on the button. I don't think he was just posturing to get the updated chip counts there. I think he recognizes that when Benny folds in the cutoff, he's in a spot where he could potentially play any 2 cards. He does decide to step away with that like bottom 10% hand, the 7-4 offsuit, but I think Adam honestly would have been in a pretty difficult situation had Elliott decided to open jam there with the ace-9 suited in the big blind. And clear stylistic difference here with Elliott choosing just to min raise, knowing that Benny's behind in the big blind with about 40 big blind stack. So we're not seeing those big open jams. I would think that if there were big open jams coming, we would have seen it with a hand like this.
Benny going to defend from the big. Everyone locked in now, Kevin. 2 bust outs already, 600k ladders rather. I think the nerves have settled after an hour, or is the heart rate still through the roof?
I do wonder how a situation like this affects a player like Benny, who's so experienced, who's won titles, who's played for big money plenty of times, but you come in with this certain, like I can relate to coming in with a chip lead and feeling a lot of like pressure to play a certain way, and then it's just gone, right? The chip lead's gone. And now I have to either try to move past perhaps a decision that I regret, or try and move past like what is otherwise a very unfortunate result, and play this new scenario as well as he possibly can. And that, to me, if I'm in Benny's situation here, I actually would feel the nerves. Like maybe I wouldn't have felt them at the start of the day, but now being thrust into this, like tons of expectations. Oh, now I'm middle of the pack. Oh, now I need to like make up for that mistake that I just made or something. That's a tough situation to navigate.
Can we talk about that experience for a minute? Like how much is that going to pay off coming into a final table like this, given that he's, as you mentioned, been in a spot like this before where he is playing for just hundreds of thousands of dollars?